morning, 8th grade English. This is Miss Stapp, and I'm doing my second video for this week. And as you can see, we are on step 3. And this is I'll scroll down so you can see all of it. This is your revised debatable claim dialectical journal entry based on the second graphic organizer that you just filled out. And you should spend about 2 hours and 45 minutes working on this. That's how much time we've allotted. So hopefully that's enough time for you to get a really good start on this new journal entry. Let's look at the page I included. There it is. It goes into more detail about how we're going to do this. It's due on April 6th, as you can see. And the assignment is to select your debatable claim, and you can use that same claim that you've been working on, that you already started writing a paper on, and that is just fine. I've had some questions about whether or not you have to stay with that claim. People have read a little bit further, and maybe they have some different ideas. There's another character they would rather continue working on, and that is fine as well. Please feel free to write this and challenge yourself as you need to. All right, there's just a reminder here about what a debatable claim is and how to use that framework to set it up. And then here's where things are going to change a little bit. So that peel paragraph is going to change a tiny bit here, and I've included some extra sentences you will see as we get towards the bottom. So start again with your topic sentence, and that is your claim. It's about one of the characters. Then you've got evidence. So I wanted to make sure you understand that the evidence doesn't have to be a whole passage. You remember when we were using words and passages from Macbeth? Here you can just explain the event if that is something that you're using to support your claim. Now, what needs to be cited? I've included a place here for you to go find more information, but if you use a quote, definitely there should be a citation. At the beginning, the top of your paragraph somewhere, you should let us know that it is The Great Gatsby that you're talking about by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And so then you won't need to do as much citation as you did if you didn't include that, or if you're writing about two different pieces, two different novels. So if you're wondering about how to do that citation, please go and visit this website that I've set up for you, and you can find a little bit more out. Okay, sentences 3 and 4 say evaluate how the evidence you just proposed, how that supports your claim. Then you've got that transition. This is just like we've done before, that words or events that help support your claim as well, and moving into your next piece of evidence. Then you evaluate that second piece of evidence. And then down here, when we get to sentence 8 and 9, you're going to briefly identify your counterclaim, or as you can see from my exemplar, I did counterclaims. Good. You've got that qualifying statement, that qualifier, and then your conclusion at the end. And I've already talked about in the video before, if you can't remember what your qualifier and your conclusion should look like, you can go back and review that video, and you should also have it on your organizer. So make sure that you've included the context of the statement. Again, we want to keep this relatively short, this paragraph. It's getting a little longer than it was, but around 11 sentences is all that we're looking for. And you're really focusing on those characters. So this just kind of walked you through and hopefully made you pay attention to those areas where you are adding the qualifier and conclusion to this dialectical journal entry. And if you have more questions, feel free to email Ms. Hinterscher or myself, depending on which class you're in, and we can set up a Zoom and make sure you fully understand how this new dialectical journal entry should look before you move on and start writing it. Thanks. Have a great week, guys.